What's up, everybody? This is Rob Shack. So today we're doing the next video in my Gran Turismo 4 walkthrough here. We are on Tsukuba circuit with the Nismo GTR LM road going version on the Japan Championship. Not the All Japan one with the race cars, but the regular Japan one with slower cars that are beautiful and nostalgic, and it's awesome. So we thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Help me get to 1,000 subs. Yeah, this is going to be a good time. We've been going through this game now for a while, going slow because I like this game a lot. I'm trying to make some AI fails happen here somewhat because last race was freaking boring. Everybody was so uninteresting. So I'll just hit some people off the road a little bit, make something happen, make something interesting happen, anything. Because it was very boring last time. Supra's going off now. I've totally bottled the, whatever his name was, the, Lance Revolution there. So let's do the NSX2. Did not expect there to be little things in the wall there that actually impact me. That's kind of weird. So definitely trying to make this more interesting. I will still show off my ability to drive better. I'm not a terrible driver. I'm just trying to make this race sort of do anything interesting. But we'll keep it going. Yeah. So let's push the Supra out. I don't know how you freaking lost last race to that Infinity dude. You should be off the road for that. Yeah. So we'll just kind of troll because there's 10 laps. That's a lot of time. We have a lot of time to make some fun happen here. Hey, maybe we can wear someone out to the point that they have to go to the pits. That would be also interesting. So I'm intrigued though about how the Supra and how the Infinity G35 beat the Supra last race. I mean, I watched it, was kind of in shock about that. So I don't know what happened there, but I just really I don't even know how the G35 did that. So let's mess with the we got to get the NSX into 6th though, for sure. If I'm gonna do all this crap to all the other cars, I have to at least do more to the NSX because it's so obvious that the NSX is the better car. I think I died there. Okay, there we go. My car definitely struggled there at the last second. So, yeah. That might be good enough for now. Now let's just go through the races normal because I definitely just trolled everybody. Flipped up the lineup. I'm actually surprised the lineup didn't change last time. That was actually very surprising. So, I'm kind of glad that that happened, I guess. So we'll see how it goes from here. Yeah, only 8% of my viewers are sub, which is very low. So I'd love to get that number up more. As of right now, it seems like a really low sub count. I don't really know though. YouTube kind of has all over the place stuff with that, and also I feel like YouTube doesn't even promote my channel for some reason. I don't know. I mean, it's retro PlayStation games. How popular is that? But I assume that as modern gaming is a complete dumpster fire as it is, then my channel will grow. Who knows? So we're going to try to clean the rest of the race now. We'll make a pass on the outside there on the NSX. Slow it up here. Try to get past the Lancer, who is now behind the Supra. I did mess up the Supra last race, so I kind of feel bad about that, which is why I pushed him back up into 4th. The NSX should probably be able to beat everybody. We'll see if he can. I'm going to brake super late here to not get in the way of the Supra. Cut it back, then brake in the middle of the corner. Then cut it out, strengthen it. There we go. That was just a bunch of random words that don't make any sense, but it's fine. So now I'll brake super late here, lunge past the G35. The AI in this game is pretty easy to defeat. It's obviously they did it for the B-spec mode, but it's pretty funny to do all of that AI failing and then still be able to pass everybody on lap 4. It's just what happens in this game. The AI is pretty easy to defeat. I mean, again, that's why I do AI fail stuff. Some, but then I also still try to keep it somewhat clean. Oh, that was just me making a mistake there. But I went back behind the 300ZX, tried not to mess with them too much there. Actually, I was trying not to, but I kind of lost control of the car there for a second. But we'll pass him here on the straight. He should be fine. We'll see if the NSX can actually come back. I mean, if it turns into just messing with the NSX and seeing if he can get back in the back of the pack from the back to the front, then that's kind of cool. He is way faster. The NSX is significantly faster than everybody else, so I kind of wouldn't be surprised if he ends up in the middle at this point, even though he started in 4th and I destroyed him back to 6th by a pretty sizable margin. He was in 6th. I assume he will get back up because he's right there with them. But then this will be a sign of if the AI in this game really can't make passes to save their lives. If the NSX just stays behind them for like the next 4 to 5 laps, that's pretty sad because he got up there really quickly. He caught up to them so fast. So it seems like he's making passes. I mean, we'll know if all of a sudden one of those 3 dots in the back gets really far ahead. We'll know that that's the NSX for sure. But yeah. It's just to keep the game a little bit more interesting and then to show the replay of them flying around. That's what I plan on doing with these games, with these playthroughs, and when I played through Gran Turismo 3, I did a separate video for the replays, and that just got, I had basically an oversaturation of videos at that point. So in this gameplay, with this walkthrough, I'm going to do it basically based on what race it is, and I'm just going to put everything into one video. And if you don't, you can just skip through. It gives the player or the audience more ability to control. If you like the replay more, then do the replay part of the video. If you like me driving around, do that. If you like my commentary, do that. It's just a way to kind of give players or the audience the ability to kind of choose what they want to in my videos. So again, that might be annoying. It's just kind of what I'm planning on doing with this one. I think it's better than just oversaturating my videos and putting out multiple videos every day like I did when I was new on the channel. I try to basically limit how much I upload every day and generally just do 1 a day unless something breaks. So, yeah. We are at the point now where we're on lap 6. We've got our peak time down to 59. The GTR LM road going version is a very good car. Glad that kept it in. I kind of wish the race car was still in the games, but it's not. And that's fine, but it is a pretty iconic car from the early Gran Turismo days, and so it's sad to see the race car not be in the game. I'm assuming that by GT Sport, I don't think they even actually added this car though to GT Sport, so I assume if the livery customization is possible in GT7, you'll be able to create the racing version of this car by maxing its, basically do what it is in Gran Turismo 2, where you max tune the Nismo GTR LM and then make it the race car by adding a race modification. I assume you'll be able to do the same thing in GT7 if this car is in the game. I'm pretty sure this car is in the game. If not, I know they'll patch it in. Certain cars are just staples in Gran Turismo, like any Castro Tom Supra livery is always in the game, and then any like Nismo race car like this, as well as an NSX Type S0. They always love that Type S0, which was extremely rare and like nobody owned that car. But they're like, we gotta throw it in. So I love that Polyphony has this like random obsession with certain cars, and then other cars just disappear from existence, like the Suzuki Cultus. Where'd that thing go? Why is that not in the game anymore? I get that the Escudo is way better, but like, come on. That purple livery, any race car with a purple livery is super rare, and I'm like, you gotta put those in there. And now that Raybrig's gone, bring back the Cultus, and also keep Raybrig in the game, because they won their last race, even though they were disbanded. So that's pretty sick. But yeah. Gran Turismo is great. I love this series so much. I will always support it, even though I don't own the newest games. I will always talk highly of it. I always spoke highly of Sport, even though I never owned it. It's kind of rare. Usually people bash a game they don't own. I always praised it, even though I never owned it. But I will always think that that was a great idea because it led to GT7 having more content. So 100%, if you can be smart like that, that's what they did. In Gran Turismo 3, 4, 5, and 6, they kept PS2 versions of cars in the game that looked still, because PS2's games the cars looked so good in PS2 that they were like, you know what, we can afford to do this. And I kind of agree. It padded the stats, but it also made the game way more complete. So yeah, I don't have any problem with that. And I know that a lot of people like really hate that. I mean, I hated that in GT5 they actually had the gall to name them basically PS2 and PS3 versions. That was stupid. And they fixed that at 6 by making it where the interior was just dark. That was better. Again, it is pretty funny that they like didn't, that they had the cojones to label the cars basically scaled down and scaled up. That was pretty funny. But yeah. So we'll see. I think I haven't been paying attention to who's in second. I think the 300ZX is still in second. And from there, I don't really know who's in the other car. I don't know who's left. Yeah, 300ZX is still in second. It looks like the bottom 4 cars have actually kind of bunched together, so I don't know what that means. If I had to assume, I'd say the NSX is in 4th right now, and I'll see if I'm wrong at the end of this video. If you want to see it, you can just click ahead. But at this point, I don't know, because I'm recording this live. So, but thank y'all for watching. Y'all are awesome. I really, really appreciate everybody who watches these videos. They're very, very fun to make. And, ooh, did not take that corner well. All right, let's just drive through the corner there on the grass. Hey, it's a Skyline. It's got all-wheel drive, although I don't actually know if this one has all-wheel drive. I love how my tires are actually getting worn. This is a thing I said in last week's video, and I'll probably always talk about this. I love that in GT4, they just, by standard, you have tire wear in the game. I love that because it allows for kind of an interesting thing where sometimes cars need to pit. Or like in my case, my back left tire is actually very worn. And it didn't greatly affect my race too much, but I started to feel it. I started to feel that slowdown and that lack of handling. So, looks like the NSX still managed to get up to 4th, so at least the AI isn't completely busted. If he was still in 6th, I'd be like, we have a real problem here. This is ridiculous. If that's the case, then they should just always randomize every single starting lineup, and that would be a more interesting way to do this. But they did not do that. And I'm actually impressed that this time they didn't absolutely change the lineup up to fit whoever was in front last time. They do that a lot in Gran Turismo 4, and I don't get it. But they didn't do it this time, and the Supra did not get last, even though he still is in 6th with the point values. He beat the Evolution. So I'll show everybody freaking out. I'll show all the stuff in the replay just to make it interesting. If you're curious, you can click ahead. Or at this point, you've probably already clicked to this stuff. So thank you all so much for watching, though. Again, help me get to 1,000 subs. That would be great. I feel like YouTube would promote my videos more if they had 1,000 subs. So y'all are awesome. Peace.